Alright, let me just switch this.
Stand behind me.
That's true.
Stand behind me. Stand behind me.
Alright, 38, what the fuck? Okay, okay. Why? Okay, okay. Dude, I am not on the right. Okay. Let me just get things going. How do I fix this? Alright. Dude, it's been a like it's been a while since I've done this. Yeah. Let's see what happens. $500, so that's fine. Okay. Alright. Dude, it's been a while since I've streamed on this application. Wait, you can what? You can get earn drops. Alright, so I might actually like play a game later on. So maybe I can get whatever this thing is, the drops. Hopefully I can hear myself. Alright. But like I'm a beginner of this again. Alright, so today I'm gonna be working on the application. So as you know, ooh, is my mic open? Okay. As you know, I'm working on the call screener app. So let me just build that up. Also there. Okay, so this is what I'm working on. So right now it's live. You can actually get the beta testing, the beta program. It does require a little bit of payment. Because I haven't set up the free trial, and that's my goal for today actually. That setting up the free trial, the monthly membership for this application, but also setting up the App Store payments. That's also one of the things I'm working on in this application. So as you know, like I'm never launched an app on the App Store before. That's exactly gonna be my first time. And so I've heard about so if you know about the news, if you've seen the news about, maybe if you've seen the news about the latest news on the App Store thing, where you can now redirect the users to buy from the Safari, so that you can bypass the App Store fees. I think the 30% fees. That's actually what I did on the weekend. But what I found is that, at least for the user experience point of view, it's not very good. So I tried doing this. So last week on the weekends, I found this this post by, I think, Guillermo. He's on Twitter. Guillermo. I think he shared something about the store kit. What's it called again? Silico. No, forgot the name. Solito, right? Solito Payments by Ray Ferdinand on Twitter. And I think it's about the Brazil Guillermo. Let me just find that post. So I saw this, I think last week, and then I began implementing on it during the weekend. Let me just find that tweet. I forgot that the Apple thing. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this tweet. So I saw this tweet last week, right? And I was like, okay, this seems very simple. Why don't I just do this exact thing right here? Maybe I could show that. Yeah, so it's essentially like if you want to do a payment on the app, you can now redirect them to Safari and then process your typical Stripe payments from there. That would work fine in my use case, but what I thought of, because since I already have this Stripe webhook backend system that I got here, so I could just which means I could just reuse this for handling mobile payments. The issue is the issue comes with, again, the user experience. It doesn't feel very smooth, and also feels very dodgy if you have to bring them outside of the application. So there's actually no, so I think he shows you in this step right here. So he shows you this step where once you finish the checkout, you can now, it brings you back directly on the application. It doesn't actually do that. There's actually like a confirmation page. There's a confirmation screen that you find where it would ask if you would want to go back directly on the application. Now that could be fine for most people, but I just thought it doesn't seem, it seems a little bit weird to offer that, or to at least to show it, because yeah, anyway, like in terms of like trusting the application, I just thought it doesn't seem right. Maybe I could like show a demo because I didn't record it. Yeah, but anyways, like it's not as simple as, you know, bringing yourself out of the application, Safari, and then it directs you back to the app. It doesn't work that way. There's a confirmation page you have to go through first. So what I decided to do is, okay, maybe I'll keep that system on. I'll still keep it to handle all the web payments, because that would save me 30% of the application, the app store, what's it called, the app store thing, app store fees, the 30% thing, or the 15% if you're in the program, the small business program. I think I saw this post where I think it's about Revenue Cat or something like that, which was, so I plan on just work. So in terms of payments on the app, I plan on simply implementing this that I found on, just make sure. I've seen this post by Revenue Cat, which is actually very nice. So what they did in their application is they offered you this button here to say, or save extra button. So they offered you a web payment, both the web payment and the app store payment. So this is what I plan on doing. The reason why I decided not to go with Revenue Cat is because it's quite the thing. I think it's doable to do it on your own, but I also think it's pretty expensive to use a third party, and also because Revenue Cat then gets your customers' data, and I'm not entirely sure if I would want that though. Yeah, but I think if you want to save time, you can probably just go with Revenue Cat here, or you can use Conversion or something like that if you want to work on your payments. So at the moment, what I'm working on is, since I already have my Stripe web payments built up, what I decided to do, okay, why don't I just simply build the webhook for why don't I just do the same thing for the store kit, the Apple payments essentially. And that's exactly my job today. And yeah, so at the moment a lot of it is very straightforward. So by this time, maybe I can just go through how the payment system works on the app. So the way it works is that I'm talking in context of the App Store payments. So how do you facilitate the payments between an iOS app and your Node.js backend or any backend system? So what it would do, so I even show this here. So what it would do at first is it would send a validation. It would send the receipt to your. Well, so once you perform payments, it would send a receipt to that it would give you a receipt that you would then send to your backend to verify. And I think what's gonna happen is that it would trigger your webhook handler. So it would first go to this thing here, to this endpoint. So it will first validate the transcription. The next thing that's gonna happen is that it would then trigger this webhook payments once you perform your payments there. And it's very similar to Stripe. So it would either trigger one of these events here. And so what I'm doing now is, since I've already implemented most of, you know, how I'm handling each of these events on Stripe, I'm simply transferring all the things that I did already and then bring it here. And then later on, I'm gonna work on simplifying it so that I can like have a much more coherent system when I'm dealing with these payments. I think the other issue that I'm also currently working on is how do I, because right now I'm currently offering a consumable item or a prepaid membership plan where you have a set of fixed credits. And ideally what I found also as well is that when I was looking at my what's it called, my traffic for the landing page, I was like, I am getting a traffic, but they're not converting. So I think the problem here is because either the application, I think it could either because I'm not marketing it well enough, or because it's not like it's like if you look at the landing page, it's very, I think the way to get more people to use it is to offer a free trial and to actually to force it down to be part of their day-to-day daily driver on their apps or on their devices, because that's the whole point of the application anyway, is to serve as a phone app, as an alternative to your phone app, but while offering these extra features that Apple has yet to provide on your devices. So that's really the whole point of the application. But again, maybe that's like the bigger vision, but the whole focus for this application so far is the call screening, or at least anti-spam system. So that's one of just the context there. Maybe I should do start now. I'm doing so much talking. Yeah, so anyway, like all right. So what was I saying? I forgot. So this is my landing page. It's okay. Okay, so the reason why I just remembered. So the reason why I wanted a free trial is so that I can make it easier for people to try it. Therefore, if I'm gonna offer a free trial, I might as well offer a monthly subscription, because that's the only feasible way you can actually make that work in the long haul, is to offer something more recurring so that you can actually know what are your expenses for the next year or for the next ongoing months, and then we can deal with the churn, the application churn and stuff like that. That's fine. The problem is the app is not even on the App Store yet. It's not even on the App Store yet, and so that's kind of my main focus for this month, is to just get this thing out there, and then later on, I can actually like focus directly on just purely marketing sense, because at the moment my biggest issue is just balancing the marketing and the engineering. and coming up with these marketing materials. So like how do I even like showcase this while also building this application? Like it's how do I also like, because the application is not finished yet, it's not even out there yet, it's not even like, there's just so many things I'm kind of going through that I sort of have to juggle. And so just to prioritize this, like just to like list out all the things, what's like what I guess what would clear up the road ahead, like what would make the most sense. And so actually just put this thing out there, and then once it's out there, then we can focus more on the marketing. But to get this out there, I need to focus on the payments, because that would complete the whole application. Since the application is already done, the application is basically done at this point. It just requires even more testing, but that's really it. But to get this out in the App Store, all I need is the payments, and that's it. And that's exactly my job today. And once the payments is done, I can focus more on the marketing. I can actually learn about marketing, and because that's really where my weak point is at the moment is marketing. I just don't know how to market this thing. I know I have to show more of these type of video. I have to show more of this type of demos, and actually execute on my marketing plan, which is I'm gonna show you. Marketing plan is essentially like this thing here. I kind of like I have a pretty good idea of how to market this, but just that I don't have enough of these marketing video demos that I can like show to people. And anyway, so that my job today is to finish this payment system on the Node.js backend that would then handle all the payments on the application, on the iOS app. Yes. Anyway, so that's it. That is my goal for this today. All right. Let me just, maybe I can like let me just let me just play some music. All right. All right. Is it working? Testing. Okay, testing. All right. Got me worried. Testing. All right. All right, go. All right, let's work on this. So at the moment, so where am I at? So right now I'm simply transferring these. So I'm essentially I'm creating a function that I can reuse on the other side, basically. So what is the event type on this? Yeah, so the event ID. Event ID simply. This thing can be here. Okay, so so I have no payments here. Not gonna do this later on. Basically this. So if something goes wrong, we simply want to refund them and then return true. And then process failed. We can delete this now. Transaction ID, yep. Yeah, this is not right. Yes. Yeah. More like. No, it's specifically built for the iPhone. It's like it's literally just built for the iPhone for now. Yeah. So it's essentially like a call screener on the iPhone. I don't have it. Yeah. So I built it on Swift. So yeah, iPhone. I do need to work on the headline though. Yeah. What is the customer payment? I'm really good about that. Thanks, man. Are you building any projects or how's it going? Yeah, so okay, so basically maybe it's essentially like the Google call screener, like, and then I'm simply bringing that feature in to the app, the iPhone, essentially. That's literally all I can say. I made it to do app. Yeah. To do app with AI, with a chat box. It is unlike all the others. So, I was going to use it and vibe code it and might as well just download something on the App Store. You know what? A lot of people are vibe coding it, and look, I have nothing against AI. I just, yeah, I've got some opinion about it, but I don't know. I just think it's, I think if you don't understand what you're doing, like I don't know how that's feasible. Maybe that's my 2 cents on it. I just don't know. Yeah. No, but a lot of people are working on the same thing though. A lot of people are just simply working on the same kind of ideas. Like how many times have you seen PDF AI or voice, something about related with voice and noting, like voice noting? Like I've seen so many the same ideas. Like I guess it's I don't know. Maybe in the end it's all about just building your portfolio. Kind of like what I think I would. Yeah, I don't know. Some people have their own different reasons. It's about understand. It's like playing video game with end game through a tutorial and thinking you're good at the game. It's about. It's like. Yeah, like that's also. Yeah, that's. It's end game code. Yeah. Wait, are you saying it's a good thing, or are you saying like it kind of defeats the purpose of the game, kind of thing? Look, I think my opinion about it is that maybe it's good for like creating a MVP, but is it feasible? It's like can you sustain this? Because I've seen people post on Reddit how they would use apps like Lovable, for example, where okay, maybe you create an MVP, but there are issues that comes with it. So how do you then deal with those issues? You have to like, you're gonna have. I'm saying like you're gonna have to use so much tokens to like fix those issues instead of like just. I don't know. Like it's like learn how to drive with a self-driving car. Oh yeah, but you never turn on automated drive. Yeah, exactly. You actually never get to learn it. Yeah. So okay, so maybe we're on the same page. Yeah, it's like you never. Yeah. So maybe for me, it's like, how do you even maintain this? Because if you want to expand something or if you want to fix something, you're gonna spending so much tokens, as opposed to just understanding it or getting it. Like, yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe if you have the money, maybe you can spend so much on tokens. I don't. But yeah. I just don't see any way how people can. Maybe what I'm trying to say is that it's essentially like the new drop shipping. It's the new hype. Maybe it's gonna go away. I don't know. Because that's the way it feels like. It's get rich quick scheme kind of thing. Will end up being cheaper in the long run. If you have the money, just pay the code then. This is the supplier. Yeah. Maybe I that's the thing. I think sometimes I feel like, cause I'm not. You can see I'm not using cursor. A lot of people are using a cursor right now. Like, why don't maybe I would speed up my productivity as well, like with cursor. I don't know. I'm just not there. No, I have nothing against it. I just don't. I just don't see any way you can like maintain it. So. But imagine this is only. Yeah, I guess it will probably get even cheaper, and people are gonna come up with ways to solve those like maintenance issues with the AI. Maybe people are gonna come up with like a drag and drop kind of thing, like Figma. I think that would make it much easier because I think some people have done the same thing with. If you've used AWS, there's a thing called. It's like I forgot the name of it. Cloud Formation or something like that. I've used it before. The AWS Cloud Formation. So it's essentially like a. Yeah, so it's the drag and drop version of setting up your AWS, your infrastructure. So somebody came up with a way to, I guess, automate this process, and I forgot the name of the startup, but it's based in some Israel. I've been coding for about 3,000 hours. Yeah. Everything is already. Hey, at least if you can like ship that, I mean, I guess in the end doesn't really matter if you can ship, if you can publish, if you can make profit, doesn't really matter. Like I guess in the end, yeah, if you can like make money immediately, then who cares about maintainability when you can hire people in? So figured it didn't exist. I knew. Yeah. It's like in the end, it's all about like, you know, if you can you ship it, can you market it, can you make money on it, like as well. Like yeah. Now maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm just like, because I gotta use the cursor. I just don't trust it. that's all I. Yeah. That's capitalism. Yeah. I don't know. I don't use any AI. Look, I use AI on the side, but I don't use it on the IDE or to build the full application. I think AI is great for like when it comes to system design. Like some cases, you know, if you're sort of new to like system design, there are cases where you just don't know any other options. Like you can use the AI. That's how at least I'm using the AI. Or to speed things up like this, where I could simply get the AI to design design a generic payment gateway that can then handle both Stripe payments and the App Store payments, because essentially they pretty much do the same thing, right? Here. I tried doing a web scraper and just a little shit. Yeah, that's also how it works as well. You get templates because it's, you know, people who have worked on it. Yeah. I think I would love to use the AI to build the Android version of this app, but I'm just not. Like, that's the thing. I'm just not sure if you can, like, if it's even good enough to copy it one to one. Like, I don't know. I think maybe if somebody could come up with like a drag and drop version, maybe I would be. If it's a good enough, it's just easier to get like access and to use and work on samples and good. Yeah, I don't know what if AI is this good now. I don't know. I don't even know. I can imagine what it would be like. Yeah, you're right. But I just, I don't know. We need Steve Jobs back in. I just cannot. I can't imagine it. Anyway. they can do so much and they're limiting the potential. You you're probably right. I mean, but I think AI is gonna have a lot of issues with copywriting. But I feel like that's always been the issue since last year, I think, or 2 years ago. Especially when OpenAI came out. Yeah. I don't know. Look, I think you know what I'm excited about is defense tech. I think that's gonna be insane to see hardware and drones come out. People building AIs on top of that thing. I guess the software is like like I don't know how what else you can automate at this point. People creating their own humanoids. Like okay, well, I guess you're gonna have your own friend on your side now. Oh. I mean, copywriting aside, its format is just asked right now. Half of any messages is about with amazing question. That's excellent question. And then they would try to kiss your ass or something like that. That's my problem with the ChatGPT. It's like it doesn't like I wanted to argue with me like sometimes, like, but it keeps it's like a yes man almost. Lawyers shouldn't be able to, lawyers shouldn't be a profession by the end of the decade. Oh, damn. Yeah. Lawyers. Well, writers. Well, what about writers? I think writers will still have a job. I think because no way they would just. I think there's still a thing. There is still some magic with being creative and the human touch of creativity that AIs just cannot replicate. The meat logic database. I mean, like, I guess if you, but then again, what do lawyers do? They debate, they argue about they argue about the expression of the law, or they know the law. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be a doomer, man. Come on, you sound like a doomer. They don't set as judges. But then again, it's like you do have a point though. Like, what's gonna happen to their jobs? But lawyers could be a writer, so. But then but you could say like, well, maybe it's like lawyers are like salesperson, you know, because you have to persuade your own argument. So are we not gonna see any more salespeople by the end of the decade? You have to be a doomer. It's the only way to see that has fixed an issue. Yes. If you don't bully yourself, you get bullied. You will never improve. Yeah. And it's not black and white. Well, that's why there's a jury for it, no? Because the laws are not. Because it's every case is not black and white. If the law isn't black and white, then there is prejudice. But isn't that the point of having a jury? Maybe I'm not, and maybe I'm. Because my interpretation, because I think the law has always a gray zone, and that's kind of what I guess that's the whole point of being a lawyer. It's like, yeah, you have these set of rules, but you can argue the expression of these rules into certain situations, because we have a jury because we aren't a police state, because we don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just talk about something else. Yeah, but you also see like a lot of people being scared to lose their jobs. So like, especially engineers. Like, oh man, come on. But well, you know what? The good thing about this is that it kind of forces you to become a founder. It forces you to build things. And I think that's the great thing about AI is that it does force you to make stuff. That's what I like about it. No one ever wants to have a good. What do you? I think we have a good conversation. I just don't like. I just think you're so kind of reaching an impasse here, bro. That's pretty a good thing, but it's made as a bad thing. Yeah, you're right. But it does force you to make more. You know, rather than being, you kind of you're forced to be a producer of a lot of things. Now that you have, now you can just automate things. I guess the reason why I'm like, I don't know about lawyers because yeah, could you say law is black and white? I don't know. I think it's if it's black and white, then what's the point of their job? What's the point of their job? Is it black and white? Well, it should be black and white. Okay. Should be black and white. Because that's also how like I don't know about that. There isn't anymore. But that is a scary path, though. If AIs get to deal with the laws, because then, yeah, it does become like a police state, no? Like that's it becomes like dictatorship. Where's my head at, man? Like I don't know. Robots get to dictate it. Given it, what's the point of general practitioners? Dictators are. Whoa, dictatorships are. Unless dictator is bad. Well, dictatorships, if you can't get rid of the dictator if they're not doing well, then that's bad, right? And I think that's always been the problem with dictatorships, that it's always based on one person's judgment. Yeah, unless dictator is bad, but if they're bad, then you can't get rid of them and replace a new dictator. Then, you know. But what if getting rid of a dictator isn't? But if they're doing a bad job of being a dictator, then if we don't get rid of them, then isn't that the reason why a lot of communist countries don't see dictators aren't bad then, and they are bad. The more AI can automate, the more we can push to universal income. You mean like UBI? Oh man. Look, I think I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. It's funny you said that. More optimistic than this. No, it sounds like the way you're describing is like it sounds like a doomer version. Because I know I've just seen a lot of. I guess I've just seen a lot of people been saying the same thing, like where okay, well, in the next couple of years, you're not gonna have any jobs. Your job's gonna be useless. It's like, stop. Maybe I'm like, yeah, I would say the same thing for myself. I'm optimistic, you know, like I think this would lead people to be more founders, people to build more of their own stuff. But Just losing jobs, man. It's just tragic. It's tragic. It's the other one. It's 2025. Bam! I gotta get rid of Kansas. It's 2025. Shit. I just calculate. Shit. I knew this now. You're right. And you still have to file your own taxes. What the fuck is that? Why can't it just be one single tax or flat tax? Stupid ass governments, man. You have to figure out your own tax. Great. In other countries, they still do it in other countries. Like, nah. In Australia, they still do it. You still have to file your own taxes. It's pretty inefficient because you could literally say like, oh, I didn't make any money. Like, let's say for capital gains, oh, I didn't really make money. Like, I kind of lost my year. Yeah. Yeah, capital gains sucks, dude. Especially even if you lose money, it's like you still have to say that you lost money. Let's say you lost $1,000, then you don't pay any taxes basically. But I don't even know why you have to pay capital gains. That's also like a big scam, and it's like it's my own shit. I lost it or I gained it. It's me. It's mine. Like, come on, like. And it's not even like using any public resources. It's literally my own risk. It's like I took the risk, and I still have to pay taxes on that. On top of that, stupid. That's why you gotta get into AI. Yeah. And then AI can make it. Now, people make the same stuff though. Like, look, you can still make your to-do list and somehow put a paywall behind it, and people will still buy it. Like, you know what the funny thing is? It's really just comes down to marketing. Like, you know, you're right about earlier. It's like, it's in the end, it doesn't really matter how you get to the end state, which is, you know, how you build it or the whole product. In the end, it's about marketing, it's about selling it. Like, it's about distribution. Like, it's, yeah. I can. Can me. I can't. I'm not Fashion Class, I'm Terraria. Oh, I've never played Terraria, sorry. I'll die on that, yeah. Wait, are you, wait, I think, it sounds like you know how to code, though. I think you know how to code. Okay, yeah, you can code. It's like the most user-friendly game in my opinion. Terraria. I played it in high school. I mean, I didn't play in high school. I've just seen other people play in high school, but I didn't really grow up in it. I grew up in Minecraft. I think I'm enough. 3,000 hours. Yeah. Then what are you doing here? Gotta make stuff now, dude. Microsoft is not shit. Ah, man. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, they did added a ton of things now on Minecraft. But yeah. Doesn't make sense to double the price though. I don't get it. So it's literally the same software. I mean, like, it's not the same software, but it's like wouldn't they benefit more if there's more user base in it rather than raising prices? I don't know. But I guess that's better than putting a microtransactions. That's worse, I think. Let's take a lot of breaks these days. It's been a while since I played Minecraft though. I used to have like multiple Minecraft accounts because the servers, Minecraft servers, were a thing back then. So, and that's like the early business startup anyone can start whenever like a fucking kid. Yeah. What, they added microtransactions in Minecraft? I never thought of why. Yeah. That sucks, dude. Bedrock. Wait, they added microtransactions in Minecraft? I've never. That would suck. Yeah. You can tell I've never played Minecraft in a while, so. What the fuck? Well, that's kind of stupid. They raised the price and they also added microtransactions. Man. Capitalism. It is what it is, I guess. But that's it's Microsoft. Don't talk about Copilot. They fumbled that one hard as well. How do they lose the cursor? That's worse. I just, how do you lose how do they lose a startup? Let alone like 4 guys, 5 guys. Yeah, it's so dumb. What about that? I think they created like an AI that remembers everything that you do, like your history, everything that you do on your computer, and that also flopped because of some privacy issues. And you don't even hear that anymore. That feature that remembers everything that you do on your computer. It screenshot every 3 seconds. Yeah, it's still a thing. Yeah, because the reason why I know about that, because somebody created an open source version of that, and then somebody also created a product on that based on just that idea, like it screenshot everything that you do. I forgot the name of it, and then they became like that original company became a pendant hardware company. I forgot the name of it. I think it's friend.com. It's not friend. I forgot the name of it. Copilot. No, Copilot is one thing. Copilot is the other thing that they also fumbled. The other one is the thing that screenshots everything that you do. But somebody created that initially before they even did, but never got any backlash, I guess, because they're a small company. I forgot. Oh, Rewind. That's it. Rewind.ai. Yeah. Yeah. So this is I guess one of the first few companies that really dominated the space of like screenshotting everything that you do, records it, you have a chat box, and then you type everything that you do, which is essentially what they did anyway. And then yeah, but these guys never got any backlash, but Microsoft did. So Microsoft doesn't even talk about that product line that they. This is so fucked. Yeah, I don't know how they imagine that would work out well. Yeah, for a big company, it doesn't look good for a big company, I guess. Sure. Yeah. Ooh. What you're saying Windows 11 is not good? What the hell, man? What the hell is wrong with you? I have Linux. Nah, Windows 11 is okay. Maybe that's just me. I think it's okay. I did use WSL though for the whole time. I didn't really. I hate Linux. Broccoli is good for you, man. Broccoli is good for your brain. That's what I heard. And guess what? Difference. This is the word. Look, I don't. You know what? Here's my thing. I don't get why kids doesn't like vegetables. I literally grew up with vegetables. Okay, with fruits. It's the thing that you do on your PE class. We even had like a home economy class kind of thing where you learn about table manners. Okay. They don't even do that anymore in elementary school or primary schools. We just have health classes these days. You know what you should get? You should get Mac OS. Should defend the sea and susceptibility to weirdness. I would rather die. What do you mean, man? Everyone's gotta learn. Everyone's gonna have to eat vegetables. Yeah, why don't they teach that anymore? We literally had that, like table manners. You have to learn that as well, like how to set up the table, how to put the fucking utensils, like how do you actually do that properly? How to have a, you don't put your elbows to the table kind of thing. Like you. Yeah, we had to learn that in school. They don't even teach that in school anymore. Divorces are like 50%. Bruh. Oh, no one has family dinners anymore. Bruh, come on, man. This doomer guy is again. Yeah. Sad. It's a sad world. It's a sad world. I'm very optimistic. Everyone is in their room. I still eat outside. I still eat outside. No one I knew in high school had a family dinner style. That's changing. But I still think you should learn. I still think. Man. Yeah. I still like. I don't know. What's the harm of learning? Those. And they call it home economy, something like that. Home. I forgot the name of it. Like that's literally. It's really a subject about cooking. Oh, electives. Yeah, it's an elective, but it also teaches you about like table manners. But yeah, yeah, that is sad. That is definitely sad, dude. Yeah, I think everyone's just busy, Home eco. Yeah, that's the word. Elective. It's called elective. We had the electives. I don't know if you guys had that in high school, but it's essentially an elective, but it's kitchen. You have to learn how to cook. You have to like learn table manners, like set up the dining table, stuff like that. Like how to eat properly, how to not make any noises when you're eating, when you're have a soup, for example. How to sue? Yeah, yeah, yep, yep. Also how to sue. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. But without the machines though. Which has been useful once. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, they didn't teach us one thing, which is gardening. I think that could have been useful. I think some people, maybe that's a different elective though. We use the machine, which I would never buy. That's the thing. Like what's the point of using machines when most people just have the needle and then the thing to. But gardening is not. But gardening is fun though. Gardening is like having a pet. I don't know, gardening is not useful. But how can you say that, man? The world runs on farmers. You have to learn. Like gardening is like the most basic thing that you could do. But it's not useful. We have industrial farming. But that's the thing. It's like it's one of those skills that it's kind of innate to you as a human. Like people learn to grow food in their own backyards, and it's the same reason your new staff raises the amount of days you save when not watching ads. I just think it's useful. I think at least maybe it's the thing that I would probably like learning. I know, it's oh, can't do that. And help counter depression. Come, it's not about that, but it's like how do you the thing is, there's also the question, how well do you trust industrial farming, because they also use pesticides, right? So that pesticides goes into food. And the thing about growing your own crops is that you are sustainable on your own. Like you don't, it's like if you have your own poultry, you have your own chickens. But I gotta go. Be right back. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I burned my fish. Alright, I'll just speed run through this. So I can finish. I'll speed run through this. I need to get on testing. Oopsies. Yes, right now, to me right now, I think the hardest part of building this app, or building any apps, I'm finding it, the realization is keen in. To me, I think the hardest is really marketing. I don't know why. Maybe because I said it in one of my videos as well, like, it's the thing that I just haven't done enough of. Wait, what am I doing this? Events, right? I don't need that. I gotta go, be right back. Go! Man. Go. like I was reading this book. It's like he literally said on the book, the 1-page marketing plan. He said 80%, 20%, the 80 and 20, the 80%, no, the 20% rule. The 20% is on marketing, and it's like that got me thinking. Like, why don't I just, yeah, you know, random thoughts. All right, let's finish this. I'm gonna finish this so I can test. Yep. Yeah, I had an issue with my back. No, not. I'm not really. I'm not. Like, I'm not disabled or anything. It's just that my lower back primarily hurts when I'm sitting down for a very long time. That's why I decided to to force myself to stretch. Use this. All right. An under desk treadmill. I've seen people have that. Yeah, I think it's kind of, it's actually, it's very annoying when you have things on your floor. Like, it's hard to focus, to be honest. Maybe if you're like working out, or maybe you're doing, maybe you're typing. I don't know. You're basically, you should get one. I definitely recommend it. Okay, so this is the one that fits. I got mine from Amazon. I don't know where. I got a no, actually no, not Amazon. Some local shop that sells shit for cheap, like $100, some shit like that. I got it from last year, so before tariffs. Nah. Alright, so what do I need? Okay, so I need. Alright, so I need to start connecting these together. So, okay, so now, so selected plan. Yeah, so basically, so what I'm doing is I'm combining these two payment plans. Since they all do the same thing. So process checkout. So this one can be product ID. And then the user ID. So transaction ID. You know, like I think the worst part about my setup is my Mac. Even though I said to get a Mac earlier, I definitely don't recommend getting. If you're gonna get a Mac, don't get a 16 gigs or any lower. It's not. You're gonna regret it. It's like right now. Like it's like this computer slows down like crazy, especially if you have so many tabs on. If you have like if you're like me, I like opening a bunch of these Notion pages, but I have to constantly close them if my computer starts lagging. Stupid. Completed. Yeah, it's not feasible. It's just, it's pure horror shit. Notification ID. Yep. Oh yes. You're hoarding too many tabs. Yeah, I did that. You should have seen my tabs earlier, or even like weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. I had like a ton of these things open. That's the thing though, because I don't look into the tabs. That's one of the things that I have this. So see these tabs, I have plenty of tabs here, but I just never once go in each one of them ever. Yup. UID. There we go. UID. What are you working with? Oh, I'm working on. I'm going to teach you the ways. Wait, are you on? I don't know. Control alternative. Is it a prank? What is this? Wait, let me just. Wait. What do you mean? Nah, it's fine. Some people said I should transition to Arc, but then Arc's no longer the same, so people have moved to Zen mode, Zen browser, some shit like that. And then again, it's like, why even bother? It's like, so I'd stick to Brave. I don't know how to do. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Control D is something to bookmark it. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm Gremlin. Yeah, so I'm working on building the payment endpoints for my application. So my app, which is this thing here. So currently I have the Stripe payment endpoint, but I can't use Stripe with the App Store because they don't really work together. I think in the beginning I said that I would rather use the web payments on the app because then it would bypass the App Store, you know, the 30% kind of thing. But I thought maybe it's not user friendly wise. It's kind of clunky if I do it that way. I was gonna use, you know what? I was gonna use Revenue Cat. I think they call it Revenue Cat. I think I showed it earlier. I was gonna use Revenue Cat. The problem with Revenue Cat is that they have information about your customers or your people who are buying stuff from you, or Yeah, and also they charge you like a lot if you cross over, let's say, I think it's 2,500 sales, something like that, which I'm just not, like, I don't like how hard it is to, like, how hard is it really to build one of these payment endpoints. It's, yeah, somebody has figured this out long ago, like, why bother? So yeah, so I'm kind of doing it the traditional way. You could say, like, I'm building the payment endpoint for this application, just to then streamline the whole process. But what I am doing something different, which is combining the both web payments and the Stripe, with the web payments with using Stripe, but also combining that with the App Store payment. So kind of essentially replicating this, what they are already doing here. They offer you these two options. So you either pay from the App Store directly, or you can save 30% if you pay on Safari. Yeah, so that's kind of my thing. Okay, so yeah, the thing with dealing with payments is that they really do the same thing. I think my bigger issue here at the moment is, how do I implement a subscription membership? That's also going to be a very difficult challenge. But thank God we have an AI to, like, help out things to get really confusing. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so this is now the webhook for App Store payments. Okay, so I need to set this up. Okay, gonna make sure I don't show these are fake data, by the way. Yeah, so I'm glad that they did lifted the restrictions on the web payments for your apps, because I kind of, it does help out though. But I've seen some people online, like, does it really matter? Like, why don't you just pay 30? Like, the 30% only applies if you're making $1 million per year, sort of thing, but they still charge you 15%. Yeah, which is still a lot, to be honest. If you compare that with Stripe, the fees you pay on Stripe, which is way less. You can use TypeScript for iOS. No, so my backend is on TypeScript, but I am building on Swift for my app. Yeah, so the backend, so the server, so it's in Node.js. So what I'm doing now is, like, because this is the next thing I'm gonna do is the Apple server to server notification. So that's gonna require me to get some certificates and stuff like that to set this up. Yeah. So thing is, I've never done it before, so I'm gonna have to learn from here while I'm streaming. But can you use TypeScript for iOS apps? You can, actually, if you use Expo and React Native. Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't use Expo and TypeScript, but yeah. And the reason why, because I wanted to use the Apple frameworks for the I wanted to use the framework natively on the app, on the iOS. I just wasn't sure if I would, like, I wasn't sure if React Native can I wasn't really sure if React Native can use the Apple framework, like there's just so many frameworks that Apple provides for Swift that I just wasn't sure if it's available on React Native, essentially. So I didn't want to risk that process. So what's called Apple server to server notification. So without wasting time, let's use this. Yep, let's log in. I think most people start on React Native though. I think that's actually how I did it before, I think 2 years ago, because I wasn't motivated to learn Swift, and also since I was still learning React and stuff like that. That was pre-AI as well. I was essentially raw dogging it, basically. Yeah, but if you know React, it's fairly straightforward to use React Native and Expo. Yeah, I guess it just depends on what do you want to achieve, right? Like if you just the good thing about cross-platform is that you could literally publish it on both Google Play Store and the App Store. But yeah, I'm just logging into my account. Yep, so I'm in here so I'm on this page. I don't think I should be showing this, but certificates identifiers, so I need to set this up. App Store. Wait, keys in store. Thank you. Yeah, so if you're like if you're I think I said it before, like if you know React, it's easy peasy, like and if you have a Mac as well, like if you could literally have a simulator while using React Native as well. That's also nice. A simulator is essentially when you have essentially have a device on your screen while you're building the application. So what do I need? So users, keys. Okay, so let me just do that. Users. Find the right spot. Keys. Right. Keys and yeah. So I'm just setting my server up. Maybe I can show this. Staging. the right one? No. User access. Okay, user access keys and then which one? Yeah, so this is actually my yeah, you can see I was testing it on the weekend. So basically, I think right now it's not even connected on the server. Let's check that. Yeah. So maybe I can maybe I can show that though. Yeah, I should show that. Okay, let me just get. Yeah, so the thing is, so App Store server notifications. Let me just do that. Oh no. Keys. Because I don't see it here. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm if I watch this, I might get copyrighted. Okay, let's just get show this. No, it says App Store Connect. I don't see it. User access. I don't see it. These services. Apple. Sign in with Apple. Certificates. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Stupid fucking. Okay, this thing is misleading. I checked the App Store Connect, but it's not even there. Okay, so it's actually on the developer. Okay, so this. Okay, so basically I need this. So you have to go to developer Apple certificates. Okay. Let them show any sensitive data. This should be it though. and then let's use. Okay, so yeah, so I'm not showing it at the moment because it's kind of because I'm kind of showing a ton of sensitive stuff. Staging. How do you generate a certificate signing fast? Okay. Oh wait, that's for the app. That's not it. What is that for the app store? SSL. Alright, okay, so bear with me guys. Yeah, this is the thing, I'm not kinda new to this, so I don't really know. Just take some time to do this. Yes, okay, so this is not it. So this is push notification, so that's completely different. So what I need is the server to server notification. Yeah, I should just do this. Configure your URL in the App Store Connect for information. Yeah. If you specify port in your URL, the port must either be a 443 or greater than. Okay, so I got that. Where do I want to go? Oh, I got it. Yep. So you go to your. Yeah, but then I need a certain for this. I know this is kind of I'll play games later on. Because I think this is a kind of a learning moment for me. I've never done this before. So yep, so I've got my server and either choose between version 1 and version 2. Yeah, click save. Yeah, and then you need your shared secret. Right, so put it up here. Not gonna show that now. How do you? Okay, so this is the. Issue ID. What's an issue ID? The team ID. And then this is the environment. So this is prime. We receive data from the Apple Store server API for the sandbox environment. Okay? So what's the difference? Because the data implies that you're testing in sandbox. Yeah, but what is? Yep. Maybe not a needed information, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. Yeah. So production environment. Yep. And then subscription key. Okay. So yeah, I get that. Okay, so without connecting to Apple Service. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so next thing is to get the Please send page in App Store Connect. What is the issuer ID? The issuer ID. Okay, so App Store. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, be right back. I'm gonna eat something. And then I'll continue on this. Alright, so where am I? All right. I should probably. this is this is probably not interesting. I think I'm gonna just should I just play. Nah, because the thing is like, this is just boring stuff, right? I'm gonna just need to set this up. I think I should probably show how the payment stuff works. Might be nice. So I have that footage. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't run at the moment because I don't have the certificate for the Apple server, I think. And that's something I'm gonna need to get. I don't. Maybe I should just like, yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna just do this later on, because I think this is just boring. I think I'm gonna just play a game. Okay, so let me just transition. It's just boring. I really, like, this is just gonna be me following documentations for another hour. Just finish this. Yeah, I was gonna show the web payments for the device, for the simulator, but I can't at the moment because I don't have these things. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna display. The thing is, I could spend another hour figuring this out, which is really boring. I'm gonna tell you, it's just gonna be boring. I think I'm gonna just do something different, play, and then end it from there, because I think at least that's a bit different. It's a bit more stimulating. Let me just. Okay. All right. All right. I'm just turning on the computer. I can play a game. Switch now. Yeah, at the I can always do it later. The thing is, yeah, it's just boring. It's gonna just be boring stuff. Alright, let's switch to World of Tanks. I'll play for like a bit. Although even if I say I play for like an hour, it always gets extended for like 5 hours, which is not not a good thing. But I fucking love this game. Although I was you know, the funny thing is I was watching a Ukrainian video about it's about a tank battle between a Bradley, which is the infantry vehicle, the Bradley, versus a T-90. And the funny thing about that video is that the Bradley was able to disable this T-90 tank. And apparently this guy was playing. The reason why was because the guy was shooting at the T-90 tank, the Russian tank, used to play War Thunder, which is fucking crazy. I just wanted to share that. All right, let me just starts now. Probably should. There you go. Alright, I'll play for a bit. Although I know it's gonna get extended for a long time. I'll play this game. God. Okay. I already know. Is the audio good? Yeah, so I'm gonna continue working on that tomorrow. Perhaps by tomorrow I should be able to finish. I should be just testing it. That's really all I need for the application. It's not like all I need is marketing, learn how to market, which is a good thing, a good skill to learn, because it's like I've read a book about like all businesses are basically the same, which is, I think that's probably a good thing to learn, right? I just need to get on it and actually start learning it and applying it, because I think that's been the most difficult aspect about building this project. Actually, I'm balancing things out with, you know, product development and marketing. It's, although like I think I did made a mistake. Like, why did I even build a complicated project? Something like this, because I really wanted something like this though. That's my reason. All right, let me just, okay, so now it's working. Okay. Close that. Alright, let me just switch. Alright, we'll get ready. Okay. really want to. Last day is tomorrow. Now next today. All right. Dude, I hate this mission. This is probably the worst one. The second mission is yeah. It's terrible.
The entire front line is mined. We can't get through to our forces. These marks also show command posts. They have fragments of them. Boy, fellas, we got ourselves a real Easter egg hunt going on.
Wait. Oh, this is another.
If anyone asks, we're a traveling circus. What? We need a cover story. We're spies now.
Oh, they went my area? What the okay. They went to my area. I'm like...
Moving to scout. Time doesn't stop while we
What the
admire this
they went
scenery.
back. What the fuck?
Switching to their frequency. Finding Reaktivität im Sektor Emil. Sofort untersuchen.
I hate that. No. Nope. Not playing that game. Okay. Oh my goodness, man. I hate that
Is
mission.
it
That
true
one mission.
Germans have over 300 types of bread?
Is this like
Actually, get in those shadows! They didn't recognize us! Captain, tell us a funny joke.
this fucking bitch? I got one shot at the game.
Kowalski,
I literally just spawned. I just spawned.
not asking.
I'm dead.
Fun
Yep.
is
Fucking dude, that's so bullshit. I just spawned in. God, I'm dead. Yep. Oh my fucking bullshit. Oh my god. What's the thing is, what's the point? I completely missed out on the first two objectives.
1 second. It all fits together, man. We got this in the bag. They said it'd be tricky. Incoming!
Good.
They spotted us! Oh no! Tiger!
Fuck this.
Damn! He's hunting us!
Yep.
Can't penetrate his front
So I'm
armor, but
lagging.
enemy artillery's waking up! We'll need to... This arrow force was 1.5 Jaffe's wide. Where exactly should I maneuver? I don't like how the tiger's barrel's pointing at us. Navi, be careful for God's sake. We're in a minefield. Jeez, Dubois, you worry too much. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh no, this got discounted.
Did you feel that breeze? I sure did.
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
Perhaps we should slow down. Okay, too fast. Artillery! Hard right! Tiger's aiming. If we don't shake him now, we're finished. Pull away now! He's got us in his sights! He's got us zeroed! Evade now! Artillery! Hard right!
I'll follow this guy.
Warm-up is over. Now we'll work for real.
Yep.
Tiger's aiming!
Magic
If we
on
don't
here. Yep.
shake him now,
Yep.
we're finished!
Oh. This guy's gonna come down there.
Aye! Evasive maneuvers! Murphy, did you forget? There are mines all around here.
Don't die, man. What the shit are you doing? Stop, 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 stop. Oh my god, that's fucking leopard. Yep. Yep. Oh wait, I'm still. I think yeah, I'm still spotted. No, I'm not risking it now. Yep. This guy's still here. No, guys, no, you're good. Sorry, push this. Wait, what? Where'd he go? Where the fuck did he go? Oh no! What? Wait, it doesn't. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's right. Why don't I sell it? God. Yeah. I'm just waiting for this to end up here, and then I'll sell it. Yeah, cause I think a couple last week was when I was trying to buy the next tank, and it was essentially way more expensive than I would expected. I think the next one is 1.2 mil, a little bit of that. Double 900,000. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, let's sell that. Probably not a good idea now. Oh, fuck it. That way I can get to the next.
Withdraw from that position.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to play Onslaught because I actually enjoyed Onslaught a lot. The problem is I sold off my tier 10 tank, and so I wasn't able to get into the season, so it's kind of annoying. Like my first tank at least tier 10 is the E3, but I just didn't have a good experience with it. It's just not effective enough. I don't know why, but I somehow find it much easier to play with the T95 than the E3, and it's largely because of the side armor and the hull armor. What do you do? I said, what do you do? Like KBs is more annoying. We push and we can push. Oh shit. That KB2 is super. Come on. What the shit? What are you doing? What are you? Wait, wait. Oh my god. What the fuck? Alright. Wait. I don't. Really? No one's. No. And where is the light? Still, I have one behind me now. not that unknown spot.
Let's get this show on the road.
I didn't bring any premium ammo. Ah, no shot! No way! Yeah, I think no one's there. Yeah, no one's there. Okay, it's got it. Any cross? I can't. I think I'm still spotted. I think I'm still spotted. Yep. Got you. Alright, reload. Bitch. I hate the gun handling is so annoying. Alright, let's go. Damn. Love your Tyra Elegant. Ooh, thank you. Thanks, Tyra. Discord, can you DM me? How am I gonna get that? 3 million. Wait, I got a premium. How did I get a premium? Wait, the audio is a bit clunky. They back away, I guess. He just look this guy. Wait, no one's seen. Come on, come on. You don't have any armor, bruh? Bruh, what are you doing?
Fall back from there.
Oh my fucking.
Bail out. This vehicle is
You gave
heading.
me fucking balloons. Yeah, 'cause I'm fucked, Scott. I lost 40k from, oh no. Yeah, 20. I don't know.
Time to roll out.
Oh my god, that's fucking. I thought they had mid.
Everyone get out.
Are you kidding? That's the guy. I thought we had mid right here. Anyway. They're gonna get tired of winning. They're gonna get tired of winning.
Your assistance has been requested. Time to roll out.
Balls on this guy. Wow. Really? What the fuck? Ooh, damn.
Much obliged.
Affirmative. We're immobilized. One of our tracks is damaged. Let's go. Enemy armor is hit.
confirmed.
Fuck, middle. Not. Oh! No, no, no. Oh no. I can't. I don't have the HP. I don't. Yeah, I don't have the HP. Ah!
Penetration. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Let's go. Oh no. We need a fucking.
Time to roll out. One of our tracks is damaged. One of our tracks is damaged.
No one's pushing. It's the city. Wait, what? It's not a hit. It's a great fight. Wow, it's up last. Why is the quality so bad? I just realized that. Okay, what can we do here? I guess we push this way. Ouch. Ouch. was I think it's where the fuck? Yeah, right there.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Ooh, that's cool. Yep. By faking the paywall, they offer a
Time to
free
roll
but
out.
it's not real. They charge you up to $4 on top of that. They also give you illegal stuff like Steam. Eh? I thought it was aiming on the other side. What the hell? I barely did anything. Oh, what an idiot. Is he gonna cross? What a... Oh, man. I was missing. I was about to say, like, what the fuck is it on? Are you kidding me?
Critical hit. Critical hit.
Oh my god.
Enemy armor is damaged. The loader is hit. He's moving slowly. We're done for. Everyone get out.
Why did no one push? Ah, my goodness. Yeah, but I don't know. I just want to get the... Dude, I don't want to keep playing. The tier 6, it's... Oh no. I want to play like the next tank. Alright, it's the last game.
Move out.
Alright. I'm gonna guess they're over there. What the hell?
Critical hit.
What up? Are you fucking kidding me? What
The loader bought the farm.
Oh my god. So annoying. Oh, we're gonna die, dude. Wait. I'm fucking next to you, dog.
Target acquired. Penetration. Got him.
All right.